Hello, Awaken Beauties. My name is Kassandra, and I am your health, beauty, and CBD coach for women. Today, we're talking about antioxidants. Now, this subject is unique because, they've been around for a long time and used as an anti-aging technique. It's no new thing to me at Beauty Ecology. We use it in our skincare for our Evoke line. We use it in our hair color, full of grapeseed oil, which has rich antioxidants. So antioxidants really have, it's really an abundant topic, and it can be found in many different delivery systems. But today we're talking about something you've probably never heard of, but I really believe it's going to be a hot topic in 2019, and it's certainly something that's been getting a lot of buzz at Beauty Ecology. So about 6 months ago, I had been reading in a feed, an Instagram story of a functional med and a biohacker friend of mine. His name is Thaddeus, and he had H2 on his feed, and he was talking about this unit that he was going to be getting in, and you can see it in my far right corner in the screen. And this is a unit from Trucy Life Corporation. And so intrigued, I reached out to him, said, Thaddeus, can you tell me a little bit more about what this H2 is? I'm really intrigued. Free radical damage is obviously one of the top things that we need to keep under control for overall health, and specifically anti-aging. So he had introduced the company to me. I had wrote into the company, and I started reaching about what we're going to talk about today. So if you thought you knew everything about antioxidants, I'm going to have you throw that out of the window for a second and just really kind of focus in. And I wrote an article. It's going to be kind of the launch article for our community at Beauty Ecology Organic Salon, but really found by any of you. If you go down and tap into the link below, I will leave the link to the blog article. And this is really an introduction to H2, molecular hydrogen water. Okay, so I really kind of prefaced the article and told you how I found it. I started dialoguing with the company, and they wanted to do some case studies. So willing, I love science, and I love combining it with beauty biology for women. And so I brought in the Trucy machine. Now, this machine over here has a water unit on top, and then everything that's filtered through the system has the molecular hydrogen that just comes right out into the water, which has a really nice, chill, clean taste that we can enjoy here at the salon. But not everybody can do that. So I'm going to tell you today how you can get it into your water at home, how it will benefit you, and really specifically how hydrogen water is different than any antioxidant on the market today. Okay, so for a couple reasons, and I outline it in this article, and so it's brought up on your screen that you'll be able to read, and I kind of prefaced it with the free radical theory of aging. So we've heard of this free radical, the theory of aging, for eons and eons, and really when we kind of go back to biology class and back to science class, we understood about the radical oxygen species. And these are free radicals that are consistently let loose in our body, and we need them for immune. We need them for a strong immune system. And they're always going to combat for us. And so in the preface of the article, I kind of say antioxidants are like the good, sexy cop that's going around in the body and making sure everybody's playing well together and everything's under control. But because of our very, very stressful lives that we live in today, inflammation markers are often high, environmental toxins are very high, our food and our nutrition are devalued in nutrients. There's a whole host of things why our free radicals are constantly under attack. So this is how hydrogen water can really help with that, but in a very, very specific way that is benign, just cannot even compare to any other antioxidant on the market. So the free radical theory of aging is nothing new. And so I really want to talk about how H2 works. So what is molecular hydrogen? It's the smallest molecule on our Earth today. It's a very powerful antioxidant. And what it can do is it can access the mitochondria of the cell. It is that minute, 2 nanometers in size. So it's the smallest size that can freely move in and out of our cellular body through the blood-brain barrier for full interaction and repair. Okay, and so that's what's really so significant about it, and why it's so powerful and everybody benefits, is that it can move in and out of the cellular membrane. So moving down, it's the most non-toxic and 100% safe antioxidant on the market. It doesn't have any fillers in it, doesn't have any tag-alongs or excipients like a nutritional supplement would, and it doesn't have anything of what you don't need. So I'm looking over on my shelf, and you have the fruits and the green powders and a bunch of different seed oils and phytonutrients. All of them are good, but if you're looking for really, really, really efficient hydrogen, energy, hydration, antioxidant, that is H2. So homeostasis, so what does H2 do? It really keeps homeostasis in the body. I talk a lot about CBD. What does CBD do? It's our very endocannabinoid system, it's our system's main controller of the body, so it helps the body keep all of its communication in check. And it's often being touted for this homeostatic supplement that really takes care of all things. Takes care of a lot, but it doesn't solve everything. So H2 supports the body in homeostasis and keeping the body in a homeostatic state and keeping stress levels low, and really that disharmony in the body. So one of the questions is, can we consume too much antioxidant content? And the answer is yes. And just like omega-3 to omega-6 ratio that we've learned about in the past few years within functional medicine, too much omega-6 is actually going to turn us into a pro-inflammatory state. So omega-3, we want to have a 2-to-1 ratio or a 3-to-1 ratio in omega-3 to omega-6 to really keep that in balance and keep the inflammation under control. When the body's on fire, same thing. If you're feeding it too many antioxidants from all these different angles, your body can actually lose its power to defend itself. So you're actually weakening your immune system, which isn't a good thing. So the unique thing about H2 is it has selectivity attributes. So what does this mean? It goes into the body. It can intuitively see what antioxidants actually, and what antioxidants do. They go and the two hydrogen bonds, they attach to the electron that has a missing electron and goes in and squanders that and helps with the free radical damage repair. So the selectivity of it is that it goes into the body and it attaches, and then it leaves the antioxidants and or the free radicals that really need to stay in the body to help keep the immune system in check and strong. It also then will take the toxicity and help move that into a liquid and help expel that out of the body in a safe way. So it's a great detoxifying agent as well, while it's being anti-inflammatory, it's repairing the body, it's oxygenating the body. There's a whole host of benefits there. So you can see that this is what I call the new sheriff in town. So I kind of talked about free radicals. They're uncharged, unstable molecules in which they're highly reactive. Okay, you can see here the blood cells before and the blood cells after they have been given free radical, the H2, the free radical repair. So this is the cells before, the clean cells, and how they are squandered up and cleaned up thereafter. And it pulls apart other molecules to gain stability, and that's we're talking about unstable molecules. So H2 to the rescue, and this is why I talked about why I'm hooked. And the great thing about this is, I just had a meeting with a functional medicine practitioner last week. She's like, Cass, we're talking about the same thing here. And she said, I cannot turn away from the thousands of studies that are being produced right now with H2. And the great thing about it is it's completely safe, and it can help the bioavailability of other nutrients or supplements that you're taking. But specifically for women, here's a couple things, and I want to tell you how I have experienced H2 and how it's benefited me. So I am a very busy stylist. I am behind the chair 6 days a week. In the morning, I use a lot of brain power, and I am writing articles. I'm setting up marketing. I'm conversating with my editor and my designer. We're relaunching Evoke Beauty, in which H2 will be a part of. And it has helped my digestion. It has helped my energy. In fact, sometimes you want to be careful because it can give me a little bit too much energy at night if I'm drinking it all day long. Helps with my workout recovery. I work out 6 days a week. I'm a big runner, and so I've really seen my elasticity and my muscle and how everything is really recouped a lot better. And the number one thing is, aside from digestion and metabolism, is I'm sleeping better at night. And I used to never dream, and I'm having really, really deep dreaming again, which tells me my body is repairing, and I'm getting into that deeper REM, which is critical. When do we repair? At night when we're sleeping, and H2 has really helped me with that. So other scientific studies has validated, these are kind of type of like the golden top that are in the market, is oxidative stress, metabolism, brain inflammation, and cognitive. That is also something I've seen a benefit from. Exercise recovery, increased energy, gut healing, skin clarity, anti-cancer, and more. And who wouldn't want any single one of those? So it's a big game changer. I kind of share in this image kind of the overall effects of what each part of each organ and system in the body that it helps keep in that homeostatic space. You can see everything from your immune system, like I talked about, the cognition. Man, talk about oxygenization in the brain and helping with Alzheimer's, ADHD, focus, you know, in a very more informative age where we're constantly on the go, none of us can concentrate. So, and then just the detoxification benefits of it are really, really important, because, you know, what we absorb is hidden and stored into our adipose tissue, which is our fat, and it's really important to get intracellularly into the water and helping move that toxicity out. And hydrogen water is the only thing that can give you true hydration. You'll need to drink less water and you'll actually truly feel hydrated, versus drinking water, just moving fluids around and really toxicity around, right? We're kind of this fishbowl, and we need to really move that out efficiently. So pretty amazing. I'm loving my H2. One of the things that I wanted to share with you, and how can you start to benefit from H2? Now, understand this, there's a lot of products on the market. And from what I know, speaking with the formulators and kind of the top of this industry, and there are very, very few people running this industry right now, that's why I want you to be in the know, is that there's a version 1, version 2, version 3, version 4, and there's a progression to the best H2 tablets on the market. And what I can guarantee you with us and with Trucy International is that you will always have the best tabs on the market, the most powerful, parts per million. And then a couple tips is, when you're taking H2, if you're not drinking it at our salon or at a facility that has it out of the water container like so, H2 is so small it can move out of glass or plastic. So we have these guys, which has a copper lining in it, and it helps keep the hydrogen in. And when you put the tabs in, which you would use at home, and you can see here, these are just little tabs. 2 to 4, twice, or twice a day. If you're sick, you can take it more. Put in the open glass, let the tabs resolve fully, wait about a couple minutes, and then you want to drink it within an hour, and you want to drink it as soon as you can to get as much of the hydrogen as you possibly can. So that's kind of the top tips for using H2. So, anybody can utilize this really great, simple science. It is the most powerful antioxidant. When I really think about covering all bases of the body and keeping hydrated, oxygenated, and keeping free radicals at bay, while keeping the ones that we need, and just knowing that I'm a freak of efficiency, like, this is it, guys. Like, pretty powerful. Now, we're going to be exploring with topics on how can it help with the skin, how does it specifically work with the women's body, and I'm going to kind of give you a next article coming soon, so watch for my next article on the top tips and the top key things that I think are going to be really beneficial for women specifically in the body that you can take advantage of. So stay tuned. Thank you for watching, and signing off till next time.